Kathy and Kenny here to say, pop culture fun in every way. Music, TV, movies, oh so bright. Join us for a blast tonight. Sister and brother rocking the flow, sharing all the things you need to know. Kathy and Kenny always in the mix. Pop culture fun fix to fix. Pop culture kids podcast crew. Tune in and let the topics move. Kathy and Kenny make it fun. Pop culture talk for everyone. It's for everyone. Pop culture for everyone. Pop culture kids podcast crew. Tune in and let the topics move. Kathy and Kenny make it fun. Pop culture talk for everyone.
Time for your weekly dose of pop culture with Kathy and Kenny, the Pop Culture Kids.
Welcome back. We are back for another edition of Pop Culture Kids, coming to you from the north and the south. Me from South, no, I was about to say me from South Jersey, Kenny from North Carolina, but that would be backwards now, wouldn't it?
That would
It
be
would be,
backwards.
it would be way backwards. It would be me from North Carolina, Kenny from South Jersey. How are you doing, my brother?
I am doing just great today. I am doing fantastic. I'm fantastically well.
Awesome. We are back. And what?
Oh, man.
I usually
Woo!
bring the show up so I can watch it on the big screen, but I forgot to bring it up before we got started. So I'm like
Mm.
trying to, I don't know why I have it on the big screen. It's like, who's going to see it? I'm dropping stuff. But if I actually, yeah, so I actually watch it while we do the show. Is that meta or what? It's like, oh my God.
That is meta. That is meta. I'm not watching it as we do the show. I'm not doing that. I don't have the technology to do that. I don't have the desire to do that.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. It's just one of those weird, quirky things I like to do.
It's the full moon. It's the full moon.
It
Even though that
definitely
was
is a
last
full
night.
moon.
Even though that was
You know,
last night, it's definitely like still resonating tonight.
oh my God, it was so beautiful. It was so like I was driving
I
home.
couldn't.
You couldn't see it?
No. I was cloudy last night where I was.
Oh, okay. Because I had
And
a
I couldn't
clear
see
view
it.
of it, and I didn't even realize it was full. Because usually I can tell a full moon is coming because the craziness at school is just. But see, we've been off for 2 weeks, so
We've
I
been off
kind
for
of
two
missed
weeks,
all
but
that craziness.
here's the bad part about it. I was texting with a friend of mine. I was at an event last night at Mississippi Vintage. A big gay says hi,
Oh, okay. Oh,
and
and tell her thank you for my hair oil. Yeah. Anyway.
okay, I will let her know. You know. But anyway, I was there last night and I was texting with a friend of mine, and we were texting back and forth while the show was going on. And I was just like, every once in a while between acts, I was texting with her. And she reminded me that it was a full moon. And I got in my car and was driving. I couldn't see the full moon because there's too many clouds.
Ah.
And
Okay.
I put my voice text on. I said, there's too many clouds. There's too many effing clouds for me to see the moon. And this morning I woke up and that inspired a whole poem out of me.
The full moon.
No, too many clouds that I couldn't see the full moon.
Oh, okay.
Inspired a whole piece out of me that I'm gonna turn into a song.
Oh, nice.
So it's been a good day.
I tell you, it's been a good day. I mean, well, it's sort of good. I had a whole list of tasks and things I had to do today, but I didn't get them
How
all
many of 'em
done.
did you do? How many
Huh,
did you do?
I did go get groceries. I did look over the lines for my play. I did put up curtain rods. Hopefully they don't fall down while we're on air. And I studied my Sunday school lesson. So I got some of my things done. I still got to make my, I just had dinner, so I got to make my lunch. So I'm
Okay,
all ready
well,
for
I'm not gonna
tomorrow.
work tomorrow because 'cause I'm helping your niece move into her first apartment tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
So
Awesome.
I don't have
Yeah.
to work tomorrow. I took off for that. And before I go any further, I wanna remind everyone, if you're in the South Jersey area, Philadelphia, Delaware area, and or New Jersey area, and, on, January the 19th from 6 to 9, we're doing a Martin Luther King Day of Service food drive from 6 to 9. We're going to have phenomenal poets, musicians, phenomenal singers.
What's that date
From
again?
very that is January 19th from 6 to 9. It's at Brick and Culture in Woodbury, New Jersey.
At
So if
Brit.
you have any questions, if you're in the area and you want to come that night to the food drive, admission is bringing a can of food. That's all you have to do. Don't worry about paying for anything. We're going to have some vendors there, and we're going to have some a caterer there selling food and desserts. So if you have any questions, see my inbox me personally, and I will get you there, talk you through it. We are looking for more vendors, and we are looking for more sponsors. So out and help out. It's a day of service because that's what Dr. King would want.
All right, cool. Well, again, as you were saying that, I tried to get it up on a ticker so that people could see. It is January 19th, um, 6 to 9 at Brick and Culture in Woodbury, New
Brick and
Jersey.
culture
Okay,
in Woodbury, New Jersey. Yes.
cool,
Sorry about
beans.
that. I should have. Yeah.
Look it up.
Okay. So
Hmm. So you didn't put that on the list. I'm looking at all the.
oh, did you see I didn't put that on the list, I just gave did you see speaking of other things, did you see what I picked up at the record store yesterday?
I saw your Facebook post. I think the Batman soundtrack, as well
Yes,
as
it's all Prince.
headbands.
It's all
Okay,
Prince.
okay.
Love it. And then I picked up the Greatest Hits Award, and I picked up Stevie Wonder's Fulfillment album, and I realized I already had it, so now I have to give that away or sell it or something like that.
Oh, well, hold on to it because I don't have it, and I have you brought
Oh,
me
you
a
don't have
record
that?
player.
Okay,
You brought me a record
okay,
player last Christmas, so I'm like, okay, I need records
okay.
to
I
play.
it's all
I
it's
wish I
all
had all my
yours then, and
Tina
I'll hold
Marie.
on
All
to it.
that stuff got lost. Half of it in the
Really?
flood. Yeah, when the
Okay.
basement flooded, a lot of my albums were
A
just
lot of your Tina
destroyed.
Marie?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of your
So
12 inches, because I can't even find 12 inches right now in the
yeah,
record store.
you can't even find a 12-inch to
Remember
save.
when you went to the store and looked for speaking of being a pop culture kid and Generation X kid, remember when you went to the store and you wanted to find that 12-inch,
Okay, yeah.
that 12-inch album? Because you wanted that 12-inch mix and everything, and that was the most popular mix you wanted,
Oh,
the 12 inch. And I
definitely.
remember
Well,
I had the
even from
12
my
inch of
days
Set It Off.
even from my days DJing, having that 12-inch was always clutch to have it. And if you had two copies, you could like mix them back and forth. But yeah. Oh yeah. I found
See
the
now you
12-inch.
did something I didn't do, and
Mm.
I would be very scared to do. As a DJ, I mixed CDs and then I did computer,
Uh,
but you mixed vinyl.
oh, yeah, old
That
school.
ain't no joke.
Two
That ain't no
turntables and
joke.
a microphone. I got two.
That ain't no
Although
joke. It's mixing vinyl.
the company I worked for, Sound Decision, back in the day, we also used a lot of cassettes. At that time in the late '80s, like cassettes were big, and it was a good way to get like a whole range of music, especially when you were doing weddings and brides and I say brides because grooms don't get a say, but they would have a list of songs and things that they want. Um, but it was a good way, to get a whole bunch of music for any event. Although I think the best event I did was for some anesthesiologists out of oh God, it was I think it might have been Lady of Lords Hospital. And the event wasn't at the hospital, but it was at a hotel. But in any case, the anesthesiologists they were a pretty well group because they would give you a huge tip just to play a song that it's like, oh wait, this might not be the best song to play to, to but you know what? For $20, I would compromise myself because I had this one guy. He was like, he wanted to play Luther Vandross, and I mean, I love me some Luther, but it was just like, you know what? All these, it wasn't a Luther crowd per se, but
Okay,
this guy was so
okay.
persistent, and as he got drunk and he was just throwing the 20s around, I'm like, oh, we gonna play some Luther.
Yeah, I can be bought. We're gonna play some Luther. Like
We
you,
gonna play some Luther.
we're gonna play some Luther. We're gonna play all Luther you want. You keep throwing them 20s out.
Oh, oh, hey
Mm.
fam, hey Lisa, so nice to see you. It was so nice because again, I'm back home, back in North Carolina, but I did get to spend 2 weeks during the holidays in South Jersey, and I think the best time had to be the Sunday with all, not all, but a good showing of all the cousins on my mother's side, and although on my father's side it's only one cousin, but again, uh, oh well, with his kids too, that could be a future a gathering, but it was so awesome, and I think we're gonna have to plan to have one in the summertime to make it like a cookout so that we can take the space outside as well, and so that's in the
Yeah,
works.
that
So
was a
Lisa,
real
keep your
that was a real
calendar
good
open.
time. Yes, that was a real good time. And the only part that was a downside to it, they
What?
ate up all the food. There were no leftovers.
Oh, I know the leftovers was hard to come by because you know what, that roast beef was
That roast beef was bumping and it was gone.
that roast beef ain't stand a
I,
chance.
I came in the next day looking for the roast beef, and you looked at me and said, "Oh no, that's gone."
Yeah, the the
That's
the, the roast beef didn't stand a chance. The stuffing went quick. What else? It was just like, oh,
the
and the
mac and
mac and
cheese was
cheese,
gone.
mac
The
and
mac and
cheese.
cheese
Oh
was
yeah,
gone.
the kid like I saw Milo eat like a whole plate of mac and cheese, and his mom said he usually doesn't eat mac and cheese, but he ate mac and cheese. Charles's son, he was going back for seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths. He was chowing down on
CJ,
that mac
yeah,
and cheese.
yeah. CJ was clown. It was nice to see CJ and Milo playing like that.
Oh
Two
yes,
kids who don't usually see each other and whatnot, and
yeah.
it was great. And
Well,
everybody talking and laughing, and it was great. It was a great time.
it was great. It was great. It was a beautiful day. All of us that came together, we had great memories. So, and the only thing I know, mommy wanted to kind of have. I mean, we took some pictures, but I wanted to try to do, and I might start working on this now, and then when we have the actual meet up again over the summer, we can actually put some pictures and faces and names, but I'm going to take like big poster board or that foam board, and I'll
Yeah,
do one for each for each of for like for mama and granddaddy
each yeah,
each segment.
each sibling of mom's.
Right. So
Okay,
each sibling will have, and then so that way we can capture some pictures and put it on there. I want to get one of like, I have an old Polaroid camera. I wonder if it still works if I buy the film. And then like I have a Polaroid camera from like, I don't know, it has to
that'd
be
be
from
dope.
like
That'd be
the
dope.
80s. And if
That'd
I
be
get
dope. That
film
would
for
be dope.
that and we just take pictures and just
That
fill
would be
this
dope.
board with the different pictures, and then
Yeah, yeah. That
you
would be
know
dope right there on the spot.
and we
All
have
right,
to have
you
something for the folks who aren't with us anymore.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I just tell you, I I, I would just get kind of choked up just looking at Kamisha because she looks so much like Kim, and yeah. But it was just so nice. I wish Joanne and Sharon could have been there, but
yeah.
again, it was
Well,
just nice to
we missed a
see.
few people. It was nice. It was
Yeah,
nice that we were able to, do all that.
Yeah.
Let's get into pop culture news
And okay.
because I'm sure
Okay.
nobody wants to
I'm
hear about
still
our family
reminiscing
anymore.
because I
Yeah.
can't even
Yeah,
believe
I know.
like Greg's kids are so like,
Older. Yeah. Yeah. You know.
yeah, Greg Jr. has like grandkids. Like, okay, that just blows my mind. Anyway,
Yeah.
well, you have grandkids, so
I have grandkids.
whew, that makes you feel old. You must feel
You know.
old.
You know what makes you feel old? I was at an event last night, and there was a young lady at the event, and I said, "Excuse me," and I never met her before. I said, "Has anyone told you you look like the black girl from Boy Meets World?"
Hmm.
And she said,
What's that?
"Yeah, I don't even know what that is." And somebody else had to remind me, like, Kenny, that's way before time. And I'm like, shh.
Uh oh, I lost.
Like that really hurt my feelings. I'm at an event with somebody
Hey,
that
talk
can't
for a
remember
minute,
Boy
cause I
Meets
gotta
World.
I gotta find my earpiece.
Okay. And then she said, didn't they do a reboot? And I'm like, yeah, they did a reboot. I'm like, you know what? Hey, by the way, if you are in the South Jersey area, while she finds that, I am performing. If you check out my page, and I'll give Kathy the information, I am performing Friday the 16th in Merchantville. I'm doing the 19th. We're doing Woodbury, the Martin Luther King thing. And on the 23rd, I'm going to be in Long Beach, New Jersey, featured up there. And my good friend Becky is also one of the features, who's phenomenal young lady and a very brave and phenomenal young lady. So that should be a good event also. So, and I think sometime at the end of the month, I'm going to be on someone else's podcast about talking about like being an artist.
Okay. Oh,
So,
that's awesome.
I have a busy month this month.
And
Next month,
if your
I'll be
friend
doing nothing.
if your friend Eric ever gets it together, because I would love to get into some podcast producing, so I would
Yeah,
really
we're
like to
going to,
know. Hey,
yeah, me and Eric are going to talk about
do you
that.
know the location for in Merchantville?
Merchantville is, I can tell you the location of Merchantville.
All right,
Merchantville
look up the
is,
location for Merchantville,
I know what it is. Um,
because hopefully you can get there.
I would have I've been there before. I'm at Eland Art Center, EILAND Art Center in Merchantville, New Jersey. We're also it's at 10 East Chestnut in Merchantville, New Jersey, and we're also going to be collecting coats and blankets there also. So Merchantville it starts at 6 p.m. January 16th. I'm going to be performing. I'm going to bring Janet. So I'm going to do some spoken word with Janet, some spoken word without Janet, and we're just going to have a good time. And there's going to be some other phenomenal talent there that night. So come check us out.
Awesome, awesome sauce. All right, you ready for some pop culture
Pop culture
news?
news. Cool.
It's
Hope to
time for
see you
pop
there.
culture news with the pop culture kids, Kathy and Kenny.
All right, up in the news.
Stranger Things
Hmm.
has finished. Did you see the finale?
I did not watch it. My Netflix subscription expired. I haven't renewed it, and I'm thinking, I trying to cut down on my subscriptions and my view time, so I might
Man, I
not
wish you
go
had told
there.
me. You could have watched. You could have watched up in my room when you came, in my living room when you came because it was on, and I also would have had you watch the Dave Chappelle special because that was hilarious. That is my hit for the week. Watch that Dave Chappelle special. It is funny, but also Stranger Things. Let's talk about it. Let me tell you one thing. Stranger Thing. I'm not giving too much away.
No spoiler, no spoilers.
No, but at towards the end, they needed a song. They wanted to play a song to finish everything as they were finishing everything because it was something that was timed, and they wanted to time it to the song. You know who they used?
Well,
Prince.
I do because you put it on the notes.
I know you know, but Evans just said they used Prince, and they had me at Prince. They had me. You had me anyway. You had me anyway. Because
Now,
I watched the one on Thanksgiving, I watched it on Christmas, and then I watched New Year's Eve. You had me anyway.
was
And then
this
you threw
this
Prince in?
was
Oh,
this the series finale?
yes. The series
Oh,
is over.
okay.
The series is done. But yeah, they finished off with Prince, and it was they played the Purple Rain album.
Mm.
And then one of the last songs that you heard was Purple Rain. They played Let's Go Crazy, and then they played Purple Rain.
Oh, nice.
So it was like, yo, yo, yo. Check out the finale. I liked it. Some people didn't like it, but I liked it. Next on the news, we have Isaiah Whitlock, famous for The Wire, for saying, yeah. The way he said it was kind of like, you know,
Okay.
the way he said it was like very. I can't. I don't think I'm even doing it right because I've never seen The Wire, but I've seen the clip of him saying it. But he passed away at the age of 71. And he was in a lot of other things too. When you look him up, you'll see him. You'll look him up.
Okay.
Next, we have Perry Monte, the guitarist and keyboardist for The Cure, died at 65.
Wow.
The Cure, which was a popular group, especially when I was in college in the 80s.
Um,
I can't even think of a Cure song right now, but The Cure.
it's
In
Friday.
fact, I
I'm in
can't.
love.
Okay,
Show
yeah.
me, show me, show me how you do that trick. The one that makes me think she's sick. The one. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Neither
Just
one of us can do.
you, just like heaven. Okay. Anyway, but the Cure.
So also too, I see we have some people in. If you're in there, hit the comments. Let us know you're in there. Let us know you're here, so we can shout you out and say hi. And you can get a chance to get a pop culture card.
You know what? I wish you had given me a couple pop culture cards because
I did give you some.
I might have left them in my room.
Yeah, you might have left them in your room. We do have. I did do a question this week for the pop culture cards, and someone answered the question correctly.
Oh, okay.
And I had to send that person a pop culture card. Tomorrow I will send it out because I have to go get stamps.
Ah, okay.
I don't have any stamps.
So
So I
you
have
have
to
a
go do
card?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a card right in front of me now, but I will get one before the podcast ends.
Okay.
But we had the pop culture card, and we established that our friend Eric from Mississippi Vintage still cannot get a card because me and the BK was saying, because we were looking for a password for the Wi-Fi, and I said, "What's the password?" And she's like, "Man, what's the password? Is it the password? No, what's the password?" Onion head,
Who's
and
on
Eric
first?
didn't. Eric didn't know what we were talking about when we said, "What's the password?" And we were like, and BK was like, "Yo, take it. You don't. This is why you don't get a card. This is why you don't get a card." Next, we
Yeah.
have on our news, Beyonce has become a billionaire. I thought she already was, but apparently now she's a billionaire. She is the fifth vocal artist to do this, apparently.
Okay. Who are the other four?
You know what? I knew you were going to say that, and I didn't write that down.
If you know I'm going to ask these questions, why don't you
I
come
knew
with the
I had a feeling.
facts?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come with the
I
facts.
I was writing this down at night when I did it, and I was trying. Okay, you know what?
Because I saw that in the notes. I'm like, the fifth artist. I'm like, well, surely he knows who the other four are. Because,
Well, I know
like,
it's her husband. It's her husband. One
mhm.
is her husband. One's
Well, now,
Taylor
is that
Swift.
because he's getting part of her billion?
No, he had his billion before. Oh, damn,
Oh,
that ain't
one of
right.
them has to be Tay Tay. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, one of them's Tay Tay. I remember that.
Oh, she's got
I
to,
think
she's got
Michael.
to
I
have.
think Michael was another one, but I have to look.
Mhm.
I'll look it up and see.
Okay.
Next, we're gonna talk about public domain, and public
95
domain is like after like 95 years or so, certain songs.
years?
I think it's 95. It might be 85, but certain songs have become public domain. I think last time we talked about this, one of my favorite songs became public domain, and I gotta research and see how I could spin it and record it. Which is Fat Swallow's "Ain't Misbehaving" became public domain, and public
Hmm.
domain means that um it can be used or repurposed without permission or payment. So if it's public domain, it can be used for the public, and you don't have to pay anybody. You don't have to get permission. You don't have to get none of that. You can just use it. And Betty Boop, Blondie, and Nancy Drew are now all public domain in 2026.
Oh wow. So that means for 20, yeah, anything published before 1930 or would be in the public
Yes,
domain. And
yes.
again, looking at the Google machine, it says 70 years after the life of the author,
Okay, 70
or
years. Yeah,
95 to 120 years, it um, becomes public domain. So
yeah,
Betty Boop, Blondie, and Nancy Drew.
yeah. Those are the most popular ones. Of course, there's some other things that are public domain, but I just want to point out that because everybody knows who Betty Boop, Blondie, and well, a lot of people might not know who Blondie is.
Hmm.
A lot of young people might not know who Blondie and Dagwood are.
Oh, that's true. You know what? Because and again, one of the things that I guess our generation, Gen X and Boomers, had was like the Sunday comics, and now we
Yeah,
this generation doesn't even know anything about a Sunday paper. They will never know the
no,
joy
not
of
at all.
going
Not
through
even a little
like
bit.
the big thick day after Thanksgiving Philadelphia
Yeah,
Inquirer or Sunday Times, where you get to just like dissect it and read through the articles and the life section, and of course the cartoons. I mean, that was a big thing. And
that was a big thing when we were growing up. When you got the paper and all we wanted to see was the
the
cartoons.
cartoons,
That
because
was
it was the only
yeah,
part of the paper that was in color. It was like
yeah. Hey,
that was big deal and big goings on. And now that's just like this generation will never know. I mean,
yeah. They will never. There's a lot of things they will never know.
uh,
That we know and that we were exposed to.
yeah.
So, right now, Kathy's going to talk to you guys about how you can support us and what we can do. Then we're going to come back with our main topic, which is Rob Reiner.
All right. And the way to support the show right now, you're doing it, and that's the best thing. You're watching, and we so appreciate you tuning in. If you're watching us on YouTube or even the Facebooks, if you can give us that thumbs up, we really appreciate the support. You can also check us out at kathyandkenny.com, and that is our website. And you can follow along with our blog and sign up to be a pop culture kid, and we'll send you a card and everything. But we appreciate you and appreciate you tuning in and being here. All right.
Oh,
Uh, wait, I guess I came back too quick and he needed more time to get his life right. Oh.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here.
Oh, this is a comment from another show, but it's so good that I keep it on there. Kathy is right.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep that on there. Why do you keep that on there? Why? I don't understand.
Because it's true. Anyway, yeah, Kathy is right. It's
Uh,
the magical thing. Are
I'm
you
ready
ready?
then.
Is your life together?
I'm ready.
Okay. All
My
right.
life is together. I'm ready.
Your life's together.
Okay. So today we're going to talk about Rob Reiner. We're not even going to talk about how he left this earth. We're not going to dwell on that part of it. We're going to talk about the man that we all knew as affectionately when he first appeared as Meathead. He was Michael Stivic on All in the Family. That's probably his most famous role that he's ever done.
Yeah,
As Meathead, he was on there for a good 4 or 5 years, and All in the Family is just a legendary show
it's a classic.
that you could not get away with doing now. The thing about his
You don't
character,
think so? And
I know we
here's
couldn't
what
get
I'm
away with
saying.
this now.
I just think how they say everything kind of comes back in style or back in vogue, and usually like during the '70s there was a big like resurgence of the '50s. So now that we're in the 25s, you know, I guess the 2000s would be coming back in style. But I kind of think the pendulum like swings, and even in this kind of like vibe of political correctness, I don't know. To me, I think there is. a space, or will be a space, for just the kind of frankness and discussion of like issues and race that like All in the Family I think opened up.
Um,
You don't think that's
yes
possible?
and no. Yes and no, because I just think that there's always going to be someone offended, and nowadays being offended, it makes you a victim, and being a victim makes you powerful for some odd reason.
Oh,
For no reason at all. Being the victim makes you powerful, and I think when you offend people, like, everyone a lot of people get mad at Dave Chappelle
hmm.
for things he says. It is comedy.
Oh yeah.
Number 1 is comedy, and number 2, did he lie? No, he's never lied. He's
Oh
just
no,
look at the
he's
funny
telling the
part of what
truth.
it is. He's telling the truth.
You
So,
might
but
not want to
people
hear it, but he's
you
telling the
might not
truth.
wanna hear it, but he's telling the
But
truth.
that's, to me, that's where the
So,
best comedy comes from, is in that
yes,
kernel of truth, which is why Richard Pryor was one of my comedy heroes, because even
yes.
and again, I think some of the comedians, they just took the language of Richard Pryor and tried to imitate that, as opposed to what he actually talked about and the truths that he told, which is where, to me, the nuggets of gold came in. And I think George Carlin
Wow.
was the same way.
Wow, that is I love that insight. I never thought about it like that, and I love that insight.
I am just a wealth of wisdom.
You just
I am just
Anyway, like Michael Stivic, Rob Reiner in real life was a real big political activist who had political views. He was a person that used his celebrity to fight for different things. He was a co-founder of American Foundation for Equal Rights, which he initiated the court's challenge against California Proposition 8 that banned same-sex marriage in the state. So they were banning same-sex marriage, and he fought against that. And so he was much like his character Michael Stivic in that he believed in fighting for the common man and standing up for people and doing certain things and doing charities and stuff like that. And you know, so yeah, and he had an opinion about the current administration and the people who followed the current administration, which wasn't out of hate, but more out of I don't understand why they're doing it and this is wrong, but I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
mhm.
I just want you to listen to the people. And I think that from looking at some of the videos, I think that's pretty much what his stance was. I don't understand why you're doing this. This is wrong. Listen to the people. So we're going to talk about his as a director. I think, as Michael Stivic, he was very popular and very famous for that, but a lot of his fame came from his movies that he directed. And I just picked a few because it was a lot, but I picked the ones I thought that were the most popular. And we're going to start off with Ghost of Mississippi,
Ah.
which is the only movie on this list I have not seen.
Oh wow. I saw it years ago. Oh man, it's been a while.
You
That
guys
was,
in the
I think,
chat,
Sissy.
tell me what you think about the Ghost of Mississippi. But I didn't see this one. I saw the beginning and I got distracted and then I fell asleep and everything else. But I saw the beginning, and Ghost of Mississippi is pretty much a civil rights case. Um, my best buddy Mike told me, like, Kenny, you're too angry of a black man to watch Ghost of Mississippi. I don't feel like getting cursed out later. Do not watch Ghost of Mississippi. So it was a good thing I guess I fell asleep. Next we have and these are no specific order on how good they are. Next we have American President.
That's one of your mom's favorite movies.
Juanita says the Ghost of Mississippi was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good
I love
movie.
American President. I love American President.
Yeah,
I
that
love American President. It's one of my favorite movies too. I think of all the movies he's done that I've seen, American President has to be the best movie that on this list.
Um, I don't know whether I would put it as the best.
Because I've seen some of these movies this weekend, and I'm not impressed. Um, but American President, pretty much a Democratic president and running for
I thought he
office,
was
and
Republican.
no, he's Democrat.
Okay.
He's a Democratic president running for office, and the guy that was in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, he was the Republican. Why is his name drawing a blank on me? But I know it, and he was in the other movie that he was in also that he directed also. But American President is a very good movie, and I think with American President, I fell in love with Annette Bening.
Oh, yeah.
She was awesome in that. Yeah,
Annette Bening
she was
and
awesome in
Michael
that.
Douglas.
Yeah,
I
uh,
am the president.
I
it,
am the
it
president.
is one of those classic, as far as like there are a couple of classic movie presidential speeches, and there was
Yeah.
who was it? Bill Pullman in Independence Day. His speech
Yes.
is a classic, but I think Michael Douglas and an American President is definitely on that list.
Yeah, that is a classic speech, and Effa, she's just gonna have to live with disappointment. I love that. Like next, we have A Few Good Men,
Ah, see, I
which I
would
just
probably
saw this
rate
weekend.
that. I would probably rate that as a better movie. Now that was a movie adapted from a play, and
Yes,
and here's the thing I think too with Rob Reiner, because most people got to know him through All in the Family, which was a comedy, and when you look at the movies, especially the ones that you put on the list, it's not all comedies. There are a couple comedies, but and American President has comedic moments, even though I think it's more of a dramedy. But a movie like A Few Good Men is not a comedy by any stretch of the
no,
meaning,
it's not. No,
but it
I mean
does,
there are
it
some. There
has.
are there are a couple of funny moments.
Right. It has its comedic moments. So, but just as a powerful performance, but also as a director, when you have to deal with all these different personalities and all that star power from Jack Nicholson to Tom Cruise to Demi Moore, like, just juggling all that too.
Yeah,
I think it takes a certain amount of not just skill as a director, but also just as a human. Like, you just have to be a good human. And I think when you look at his movies and look like into those characters and how he's put them together, you get a sense that this guy was a good human. I don't know.
yeah,
That's
yeah. I can
that's
see that. Actually,
that,
I
that's
didn't
the
care
vibe I
for a
get.
few. I didn't care too much for A Few Good Men. It seemed kind of shallow. It. I kind of saw where it was going.
Hmm.
I kind of saw who the
But
real
now
bad guy was.
is that the directing or is that just the source material? Because again,
That's just probably the source material.
this
More
was
like the
taking a
source. If the
play and adapting it for the screen. So, and again, I think in the play, like all the action happens within the courtroom. I'm not
right.
sure. I don't think I've ever seen the actual play, but in any case,
I
it's.
think Tom Cruise's character did stand out for me in that movie.
Mhm.
Cuffy,
Yeah.
the Coffee, Cappy did stand out in that movie. I think Tom Cruise did. I think that might be one of the best performances I've seen Tom Cruise do. One of.
Oh, I would definitely rank it, and I know more people are probably fans of like Mission Impossible or Top Gun, and I think it's okay. But I thought his performance was standout, but also too, I think the supporting actors too, everybody from Kevin Bacon to Demi Moore to Kevin Pollak.
Yes.
It was just a really strong cast, and again under that guidance of Rob Reiner. So it
You
all it
know,
all came together.
Kevin Pollak is another actor who is always in the background and totally underrated.
Oh, definitely.
And you see Kevin Pollak in so many good things. Next, we have Misery.
Ah, now did you see
Misery.
Misery?
Yes, I seen Misery years and years ago.
Hmm.
I've seen Misery, and Misery pretty much, Misery pretty much put Kathy Bates
Kathy
on the map.
Bates. Oh yeah.
Misery pretty much put Kathy Bates on the map, and that was a chilling movie. And it's the one thing that scares me if I ever become famous is misery.
Wait, that you're going to be in a car accident, have both your legs broken, and then a crazed fan is going to nurse you back to health, only to, break your legs and make you sick again.
Yes, yes. No, no, having a crazed fan, having a crazed fan.
And that's what you worry
That
about.
that I worry about having a crazed fan.
I, oh, you just make me laugh. I don't know why
I
you
I
make me laugh,
understand
but
that.
you make
I
me
know.
laugh.
I make a lot of people laugh apparently. So
So really, it's like, you know, uh, not worried about anything else, but just worried about having a crazed fan that's
a
gonna
crazed fan, yes. I'm one of
that's just too funny. But anyway, but Misery. And again, this is also worth noting that it was based on a Stephen King novel, because I think we're going to get to another one that's based on a Stephen King short story that
yes.
Rob Reiner directed. But I'm sorry, I'm still laughing because I'm just picturing you like, worried about.
I worry about the weirdest things, okay?
All right. God love you.
And,
Okay.
and and Kathy Bates is another fantastic actress. Kathy Bates is phenomenal actress. Did you ever notice that in some parts she looks really attractive and in some parts she doesn't look attractive at all? And it's
Wait,
just
in Misery or just in general?
in general, Kathy Bates is an actress. Some
Oh.
parts she looks like, oh wow, that's Kathy Bates. Wow, she looks great. And some parts you're like, oh, that's Kathy Bates.
Well, Lisa is telling you, you just got to put up the bat signal and we'll come and rescue you if it so happens that, your fan, your number one fan winds up trying to kill you. That's
Okay,
kind of
we got
funny.
jokes now.
I
Okay,
got
we
jokes.
got jokes about my incoming death. Okay,
No, about your paranoia.
fine. Next on our list, we have When Harry Met Sally,
Ah, a classic. A
which is known
classic.
for a famous scene in the restaurant where she fakes an orgasm and Rob Reiner's mother goes, I'll have what she's having, which is classic. That on this list, that might be my second favorite movie.
When Harry Met Sally, I don't know. On
Yeah,
this list, I think it would come in third for me. I guess I can rank them once we get through them all,
yeah,
or at least rank my top five. But yeah, this is definitely a classic, and
yes.
I mean, just lines for
I
days.
mean,
You know what my
listen,
favorite line is, and
what?
oh my god, I'm gonna screw it up, but it's one I love repeating. Is when they say, oh God, now I can't even think of it. I'm drawing a blank. Gosh, forgive me. I'm just all out of it. But
You know what
this
part I
movie
like?
actually was playing last week. You know why?
Why?
Because usually people refer to movies like Die Hard as Christmas movies, even though they're not. I think
It
Reindeer
is.
Games
It
or
is.
even
It is.
A Long Kiss Goodnight, I would give those as Christmas movies before I would Die Hard. But that's another
You just
rant for another
hating. You
day.
just
I won't go
hating.
there.
Just hating.
But this movie tends to be played at New Year's Eve or the week of New Year's because of the New Year's Eve scene, that one of the final
Oh,
scenes
I
in the
can see
film.
that. I can
Yeah,
see that. I can
yeah.
see that. I can see that.
So, but
You know
this
what part
this
I
one
like
is
in
a
this movie?
classic.
I like the part where they're sitting there where they're being just friends and they're not romantically involved. And they're sitting there and they're hanging out and they're talking. And she says something to him about dating. And he's like, oh, I was on a date last week. And he was saying how bad the date went. And she was like, okay, well, keep trying. It's like, no, I slept with her.
Oh, and and there was one scene in this movie that I think you could only appreciate if you live and know New Jersey. But it's the scene when they try to hook each other up with their friends. Like Sally tries to hook Harry up with Carrie Fisher,
Oh,
ha-
yeah.
and then they're trying to find something in common so that the two people they're trying to hook up can hook up. And they're like, "Hey, you're both from Jersey." And they go, "Oh, really? What part?" And she goes, "Oh, Teaneck." And he goes, "Oh, Haddonfield." And it's like, and again, unless you live in Jersey or the tri-state area, you won't get that those two places are like night and day. It's like
Nothing like, yeah.
North and
Jersey is
South
such
Jersey are two different states.
no, you know what it is, you know what it
And
is?
then there's the
North
shore.
Yeah, North Jersey, South Jersey, Central Jersey, and the Shore are 4 different places in Jersey.
Oh yeah, it's four
Totally
different states.
4 different
Totally.
places in Jersey.
And
You
unless
wouldn't
you
imagine unless you got here how different North Jersey, South Jersey, the Shore, and even Central Jersey. And then I have some people that I know calling parts of Jersey, like near where we live, near where I live now,
Mhm.
over there, calling it West Jersey.
Oh
I'm
my
like, yo, don't
God. Don't even go there. West Jersey.
don't confuse it more than it's
No.
confused,
North
man.
Jersey, South Jersey, and the
It's
shore.
the
That's all.
Shore. Yeah,
Now,
that's all
now
we need.
again,
Well,
Central
Central
Jersey, they
Jersey.
think they are a Jersey, but really they got to pick the north or south. It's north, south, and the shore. Period. That's it. That's what we're going with. All that other mess is mess. So if you're Central Jersey, pick a side. You're either rooting for the Phillies or the Yankees. Either one. Eagles or the Jets. Stop walking on the line. It's like shit or get off the toilet. I'm sorry. You can't be
Okay.
all up in the middle. Middle Jersey. Oh my God. That's
Not
like
the
Middle
Mets.
Earth. You know what? You're a hobbit. Get your ass in North Jersey or South Jersey and shut up. Or either go to the shore. That's what we're saying in this podcast tonight. What's wrong with you? What are you choking on? I'm laying down
Oh,
some law. This is some Jersey
oh.
facts. All right. But don't worry. Don't be all depressed. Even if you're in Central Jersey, at least you got some decent diners. So there you go.
Oh,
All right. We
man,
all
okay.
gotta.
Alright, can we move on to the list, please?
Yeah, we gotta move on because we gotta finish. We gotta do a tight 60 today because I gotta go to school
Okay,
tomorrow. I haven't been to
okay,
school in
I ain't
two
gotta go to school
weeks.
tomorrow. I ain't gotta go nowhere tomorrow.
I ain't been to work in
Okay,
2 weeks.
so
Oh, my
so
heart is hurting.
yeah, I feel bad for you. Next, we have Princess Bride.
Oh, oh, Princess Bride. Now, have you actually seen this movie?
As you
Yes,
wish. The beloved.
I have seen The Princess Bride.
Okay, but you're like, don't like it or do like it.
It was good. No, The Princess Bride is probably the 3rd best movie on this list.
Okay, all right. Because I was about to say it's got to be in the top
Princess
five. Because
Yeah, Princess Bride is a very good movie, and I liked it when I saw it.
as you wish.
There's a couple of movies I just saw this weekend. 2 of these movies I saw this weekend that I was like, "What was all the hype?" A Few Good Men was one of them.
Oh, see, I thought A Few Good Men was good, but Princess
Meh,
Bride, I would say it's definitely
meh.
top three for me.
Yeah, Princess
If
Bride
that's
is top
even
3.
inconceivable. I don't think the word means what you think it means. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Have fun storming the castle. This is just,
Oh, man.
it's a
I
classic.
had
It's
a
got some classic lines, and
I had a clip on Facebook
as
that I
you
shared.
wish.
I had
Mhm.
a clip on Facebook that I shared where, and I'm going to find it and share it with you. But it's a bunch of different actors acting out Princess Bride.
Oh wow.
So it's like a Hugh Jackman in it. It's got one of the kids from Stranger Things. It's got just like almost every. It's got like the guy from Key and Peele in it. It's got it's got like Shaq in it. 'cause you needed somebody to be the big guy, and it has Shaq, and everybody's doing, like, different roles,
Oh,
and
that's so
everybody's
cool.
doing the same roles over again, and you had, like, um, Batista being a giant at one point, and you had the Shaq being a giant at another point because everybody's acting out, and it was great. I
Now
gotta
this
say,
was
I
a
gotta
reel
find
you
it.
shared on Facebook?
Yeah, it's a real I shared on Facebook.
Oh, you
And
gotta
it has
find
all
that
these
because
I gotta
yeah,
find
send
it
it
and
to
send it.
me.
I meant to send it to you directly. Next, we have Stand By Me.
Ah, and that's the other one that was from a Stephen King novel. Is
For all you
actually
Gen
from a
X,
Stephen King novella called The Body.
yes.
And but yeah, Stand by Me. That
Stand By
one.
Me, to me, I just saw this weekend for the first time.
Oh wow.
Stand By Me was too predictable.
Oh really?
It's too predictable. I knew Gordy was gonna be the one to shoot the gun. I knew they were gonna use it to keep the bullies at bay. I
Hmm.
knew he wasn't really gonna shoot anybody, and I had a feeling that the 2 boys at the end were going to, like, separate from the group, and I had a feeling that River Phoenix's character was gonna, when they tell the future, his character was gonna die in that future. He
Hmm.
just seemed like the kinda character that would die in the future, and, it's just all it just it was okay. A lot of people hyped this movie up for me, and it's a alright movie.
Well,
I just it was like a Public Enemy song, though. Don't believe the hype. It's okay. It's alright.
no,
It's not something I would purposely watch again.
I think I would watch it again. And again, I think again it creates a slice of life, a moment in the story of these four boys. I think what's more to me striking or interesting, almost like the Shawshank Redemption, these movies based on Stephen King novels. And again, people when they think Stephen King, they immediately think like Christine or Carrie or horror. And actually, I think the one Stephen King, well, I think I read two of his novels. I read The Green Mile as well as The Stand. And to me, and the reason I read The Stand, and this is going to sound like it's like, why would you read The Stand? Because actually, like the preface to the book, like sometimes author will put like a line or two, either a quote or something that kind of captures it. And for The Stand, they actually had a quote from a DeBarge song, which I just thought was odd and interesting. But it was the reason that I definitely like read the book and got all into it. But in any case, to me, the art of what Stephen King does isn't in the horror of like the gore and gruel of something like a Carrie or a Christine or something like that, or The Thing or whatever, but it can be in the um, fragility of like human interactions and stories like The Body or even like Misery. That whole like level of suspense I just think is really good. I think that the job Rob Reiner did in bringing this story out was like just beautifully done. And I don't know, I would rate it much higher. And again, as far as just like the story and the predictability of it, well, yeah. I mean, there aren't too many stories that twist and turn to a point where you're like, "Oh, wow, that I wasn't expecting that." Um, I think a lot of
Okay,
movies that happens.
here's how I explained it. When I was talking to my buddy Mike, I was saying how I didn't really the movie was okay.
Mhm.
And it wasn't that, it wasn't that much of a surprise and everything. And I said, Few Good Men was the same way. Wasn't that much. And I said, here's what you got to look at. And he goes, well, it's the times that this movie was made. It's the times that it was set in, and that's why yada yada yada. I'm like, what? Let me explain this to you. If I met somebody who never saw Casablanca, and I let them sit and watch Casablanca, not only probably would they like it, but they wouldn't predict the ending of Casablanca if they've never seen it before. Or if the ending happened, they would say, "Well, I didn't see that happening." They wouldn't say that because if you're looking at the movie, you expect Rick to leave with Elsa, And when
Right.
Rick shot the Nazi, you would expect the captain to turn Rick in, but none of
Mhm.
that happened. You can't compare Casablanca to any of these movies because Casablanca is a verified classic.
Right.
However, that is a movie that was made back in the 40s that if you watched it, somebody watched it for the first time, they wouldn't look at it and think the same thing I thought when I saw Stand By Me or A Few Good Men that, okay, well, that was good, but a little predictable.
Well, and again, I think it's your expectations too. I mean, you sounds like you want to be shocked and awe and and again, sometimes movies are just for that experience, that escapism, and sometimes the joy is in knowing, you know, that things will resolve at the end or that it'll resolve in a certain way.
Yeah, I would put it on a level of Sandlot, thinking Sandlot is better than Stand By Me.
Mhm.
And the last but
And
not least, we have This Is Spinal Tap.
okay. Now, what did you think of this one?
I saw Spinal Tap years and years ago,
Hmm.
and it's a mockumentary, as we all know,
Right.
and I love the concept of the mockumentary. I love it. And from Gen Xers and and baby boomers, we all look at each other and say, we're gonna turn this up to 11. We know exactly where we got this from.
you know
We know
exactly.
exactly where that came from. We're gonna turn this up to 11.
11.
11,
But
man.
what about no, but it goes to 11.
It's 11, man. We're gonna turn
And the
this up
thing
to
is, they're
11.
actually doing a second part, like a Spinal Tap 2. I
Yeah.
believe it was finished. I just don't
Yeah, it's
know.
out. It's out. It's already
Oh, it
out.
is out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap
Oh,
2.
that's true. Yeah, I believe it's out.
I don't think it's out yet.
I
I know
believe it.
I believe it's finished, but I didn't think it was distributed yet. Because
Spinal Tap 2. Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, came out in 2025, so it just came out
oh,
this year.
oh, okay, it just came out. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, Spinal Tap was funny. But you know what? And it was funny, but it wasn't a movie that I would watch on repeat. Like I think I've seen Princess Bride more than I've seen um Spinal Tap.
I think of all the movies we went over that Rob Reiner does tonight, I think I've probably seen American President the most.
I probably yeah, I probably would put American President up there. I don't know. If I had to rank them, I probably would do um I think number 1 for me would be The Princess Bride. And then I think it would be Stand By Me, and then number 3 would be When Harry Met Sally, if I had to do a top
My
3.
number 1 would be American President, my number 2 would be Harry Met Sally, my number 3 would be Princess Bride, my number 4 would be Spinal Tap.
Okay. Yeah. So you have no love for Stand By Me.
Not
And
really,
again, Ghost of
no, it's
Mississippi, I think was a good movie, and I know I probably would lean towards, the comedies as opposed to the dramas, although, yeah, American President, I probably nah, I don't know whether that would make my top 3 though.
and
I'm just
and and really, I would say Keith Sutherland played a better bad guy in, what was the vampire movie he was in?
Lost Boys, The Lost
Lost
Boys.
Boys. He played a better bad guy in Lost Boys than this one. He played a very generic bad guy in this.
Well, yeah,
It's
there were a
very
lot of
generic.
just like
Yeah,
archetypes and
maybe that's what it was. A very generic movie for me. The
mhm.
characters were very, you had the one guy that was kind of heavy set who turned out later not to be heavy set and be this big, like, good looking guy that women love, Jerry
Sliders.
O'Connell. And it just
Wasn't he?
dawned on me too.
Wasn't he
It
in
just dawned on
Sliders?
me.
Was it Sliders? The
Yeah, he was
sci-fi
in
show he
Sliders too,
did.
yes.
Yeah.
But it just dawned on me about the Big Bang Theory connection with Will Wheaton and Jerry O'Connell both being in Stand By Me.
Oh wait, Jerry O'Connell was on Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Oh,
He
what
plays
did he?
Sheldon's older brother.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
So,
young Sheldon, and but he did.
yeah, no, he
And
plays
actually,
Sheldon's older
the
brother. Yeah.
actor who plays Sheldon's father on Young Sheldon played like um he did a bit part playing a bully that used to beat up
Yeah,
Leonard.
Leonard's bully. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but I mean, if I had a choice between Sandlot and Stand By Me, if I wanted to watch kids run around without parents, I would watch Sandlot.
Well, that's not a fair comparison though, because Sandlot was a comedy and it was marketed as a comedy. Stand by Me was a dramedy, and I mean, it might have had funny moments like the pie eating contest and different things, but it it was still supposed to be this deep and emotional. Um,
What do you think the meaning of the pie eating contest scene was?
oh wait, it had a meaning.
What do you think it was? If it did have meaning,
Uh,
it wasn't just thrown in for no reason.
oh no, I'm sure it wasn't. Was it supposed to be some kind of like I don't
I
know
think the meaning of the pie eating
metaphor on
contest is
gluttony and greed? I don't
n-
know.
no, no. The meaning of the pie, to me, the meaning of the pie eating contest
Hmm.
was throughout the movie. Gordy was doubting his ability to be a storyteller,
Ah.
and the pie eating contest story was him doing what he does best, and his friends, especially the River Phoenix character, encouraging him. Because if you notice, the River Phoenix character was always encouraging Gordy to be his best.
Hmm.
He was
He
his
was like
best
his
friend.
surrogate father.
Yeah, he was his best friend.
Hmm.
And he said, "Don't worry about what your father says. You are good.
Right.
You don't have to be like your brother." And I was very surprised to see uh, what is his name that played the bigger brother? Why am I forgetting names like this?
Because you're just bad at names.
I am bad. I am very bad at names. I'm very bad at names.
Let me look at the IMDb for it. Not this is funny.
Um,
For Stand by Me to see if I can pull a name out of the air for you. Let's see. Will Wheaton, River Phoenix. Is it Casey's? No, that wasn't his brother. Whose
no,
brother
it
was it?
was
Gordon's brother.
no, Gordy's brother was
Uh,
shucks. The guy from
oh,
I
John
want my five
Cusack.
dollars. John
John
Cusack. John
Cusack.
Cusack. John
Yeah.
Cusack. Gordy's brother was John Cusack, who had a small part, but did a great job in showing the bigger brother love that he had for him and encouragement he had for him. Because as they're sitting around the table saying, well, you made a touchdown today and you got to do the sports and you're great at sports and you're a great guy, all around guy that everybody loves. The big brother, while they're giving him that, accolade, he's looking at he's looking at the past saying, oh, Gordy wrote a good story on his first, for school and this, that, and the other. And Gordy did this and Gordy did that. And did you read Gordy's story on this, that, and the other? And he's like, Gordy, I read it and it was great. So and I think Chris in the movie was that guy,
Hmm.
Chris Chambers. He was that guy for Gordy, you know, like his big brother was. The guy that stood behind him and encouraged him. And every movie you look at when Corey Feldman was young, I don't know, for some reason, every movie I see Corey Feldman in when he was younger, I look at it now and I'm like, man, did he should have stuck to acting. He should have stuck to acting instead of whatever that is he's doing now on stage. He loves it. He love it. I love it, but eh, eh.
Doesn't need it like it needs a singer or something now or
No, he's not a singer.
okay.
He is not. He thinks he's a singer.
Oh, that is
He's not.
cold. Ouch.
He's not. He's not. He's not. I'm
Ouch.
being honest.
Ouch. Crickets. You're throwing shade.
I sing better than him, and I get on stage and sing, and I'm nowhere near as good as anybody when I sing. He thinks he's a singer.
You are throwing shade.
Man, there's a whole big oak tree in my room right now. That's how much shade
That's
I'm
how much
throwing.
shade you throwing. You throwing shade. Anyway, but yeah, so I don't know what will
He's
you
doing a
guys rank
white
as your
Michael
top
Jackson.
3 in the comments. Let us know your top 3 Rob Reiner movie moments or at least movies And again, from our list, we had This Is Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, An American President, and The Ghost of Mississippi. And that's just from this small list. I mean, we didn't even get into. I think there were several others. Other places we could have went. Kenny does the list, so I'm not gonna. I'm not
Why do you
gonna.
always throw me under the bus with the list, man?
Well, no, I'm not
Every
throwing you
week.
under the bus with the list. I just like and like well, there was the movie North, and I know that wasn't a commercial success, and not many people liked it, but there are some people who are fans of it. The
Yeah.
Story of Us was another one that was interesting. I don't think that was a great one, but it was good. Um, Rumor has it, The Bucket List, which
Yes.
I watched that not too long ago. And so it goes. I tried to watch the Being Charlie movie, which, and again, maybe it was just too close to everything happening because that was a movie he did make with his son, kind of going through his son's like
Yeah.
addiction. But but yeah.
LBJ
Oh, okay.
about
LBJ. Yeah.
former president. Um, Albert Brooks, Defending My Life. God and Country
Wait,
was a popular one.
wait. Did he direct those or was he in those?
He directed that. God and
Oh,
Country he did not direct, he produced.
okay. But he directed.
Um,
What was the other one you said? I'm looking at this
Albert
list.
Brooks, Defending My Life.
He didn't direct that.
Yes, he did.
Oh wait, it was it. Oh, you know what? Defending My Life. That was the documentary about Albert Brooks. I thought you meant the
Yes.
Albert Brooks movie Defending Your Life because there was a movie called Defending Your Life starring Albert Brooks. That was actually pretty funny with his kind of rendition of going to heaven and having to repent for his sins and kind of like watch the movie of his life and kind of take an account for the things he did, which again, if I had to sit through a movie of my life, ooh, I don't think it would be that. Ooh, that would be rough. But anyway, I thought no, I thought you were talking about that movie, but the documentary. Okay, I follow. I follow. I follow.
You know, he was in an act. He was in. He was in a Big Rick's in the house. Ho! He was in an episode of Batman in 1967.
Oh wow,
He was a delivery boy in Batman in 1967.
wow.
He was in Room 222.
Oh
He
cool.
was in the Partridge Family. He was on the Beverly Hills Billies. He was in Goma Powell. He was in 3 episodes, probably like a person in the background. Um, All in the Family, of course, The Odd Couple, The Partridge Family, The Rockford Files, Saturday Night Live. He hosted in '75, and Archie Bunker's Place. He made a recurring appearance as Michael Stivic in one episode called The Thanksgiving Reunion in Archie Bunker's Place. I guess his last TV role was The Bear in 2025. He was in 3 episodes of The Bear.
Okay. Now, I
And
tried
the
to
last,
watch The Bear, but I couldn't get through the pilot episode. And I know
yeah,
for a while
I never tried to watch The Bear.
it was a hot show, but it
I,
didn't do
I
it for
I
me.
really thought the shows that are some of the shows that are hot shows, I purposely don't try to watch. I don't know why, but I just, I
And
don't
I
want to
used to
fall in
have
with
a
the.
3-season rule because I would like, you know what, let's make it through 3 seasons and then maybe I will catch it because that way, if it makes it through 3 seasons, it'll be in syndication. So if I miss something, I can go back and watch it and binge it or whatever. But if it's not going to go 3 seasons, I'm not investing the time. So that's kind of
My
where I
girl
stand.
Deja is in the house. Deja, who still hasn't called my ass, but I'm not. I'm not mad about that.
Why are you
Um,
being ugly? Why are you being ugly? We got to wrap
I'm
up.
just
We got
being
to wind
petty.
down. Hi, Deja. Thanks
Yeah,
for tuning
they,
in.
you know,
And again, for
Deja
those of
knows
you,
how I am. She's laughing about it. I'm sure.
um, we thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel Pop Culture Kids so that you can catch and keep up with us. Get your pop culture card. Did you have the question that you asked that earned somebody a card on Facebook?
Y- No, I don't have the question. You know what? I next time I'll have the question when I do a question this week
Okay.
to give away a card.
Well,
I
before
will
we
have
go,
it.
You listed what's your pop culture pick of the week or the pop culture thing? Was it Stranger Things or
Well, I have 2, Stranger Things
mhm,
and Dave Chappelle Show.
and the Dave Chappelle special that's on Netflix?
The new Dave Chappelle special. It is hilarious and it's very truthful and, stay to the ending. But yeah. And what's your pop culture pick this week?
My pop culture pick, because I know everybody is in the season of resolutions and trying to follow them and that whole thing. So one of my resolutions is to read more, and so I'm my my pop culture pick is going to be a book. I had just finished The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so now I'm reading. There's 3 books I think in the series, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe, but that's going to be my pop culture pick. Getting a good book, a classic book, maybe one of those books that you were supposed to read in college, but you did Cliff Notes instead, and
Yeah.
to read a book. And for me, it would be Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
Guilty.
because the meaning of life is 42. So,
And, Deja, you're at the top of my list, seriously. Deja, you don't call people and you don't text people back. I don't know why you lying on YouTube tonight. I don't know why you doing that. I don't know why
all
you
right,
putting yourself out there like that. But
you getting
anyway,
all
next
personal
week, next
next
week
week.
we are taking a note from my friend the Beat Gays
Hmm.
suggestion.
Yeah, she had a
And
great
next week we are
suggestion.
talking. Yeah, that
And
was
by
good
the
suggestion.
way, uh, since you're mentioning different things, and I know you mentioned you were there last night, but if you are in Penns Grove, New Jersey, you have to check out Mississippi Vintage. It is a nice, funky little shop with a lot of cool things going on. And I think on every other Saturday or Saturday once a month that they do the
First
open
Saturday of the
mic,
month.
first Saturday
First
of the
Saturday of the month.
month.
But next month we're doing Valentine's Day, not the first Saturday.
Oh, okay. So, but
Next
that
month they're
is
doing Valentine's Day, not
a
the first
place to
Saturday.
definitely
So
check out and support because, you got to be supporting Black businesses. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay.
yeah. But her idea was to do a kind of imagine the future type thing. And we had to come up with a title for it. But we're gonna the sitcoms that you know and that you grew up with, we're gonna imagine like what happened to those characters in the future.
Okay. A kind
So
of
we're gonna
where we
so if you
think
have
they
some
are now.
yeah, where
It's
we
not a
think they
true
are now.
where are they now. It's where we'd
Where
like to think they
think
are
where
now.
we like where we like to think they are now, and,
I like that.
if you have any shows that you think we should do this on, reach out to me, let me know so I can put it on the list.
And you can check the description for our Kenny's Instagram account as well as my Instagram account. I'm on social media, KWalk Comedy everywhere. You can leave a post on the community page for Pop Culture Kids right here on YouTube, as well as our Facebook page, which I can't, if somebody knows how to change the name of a Facebook page on Meta, please tell me because it still says Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture, but we wanted to change it to Pop Culture Kids, but you can find us on Facebook as well. All right. Is that it? Is that a wrap?
That is it, that's the show. We can stop talking to people,
We could just
and we can
shut up because
just
I've
stop
already
talking.
offended people
Just
from
stop talking.
North and South Jersey.
Yeah,
Um,
you've already said in Central Jersey too, you've already offended all
oh
of them.
yeah, Central Jersey too.
Yes, you've offended
We
all of them.
thanks so much, Lisa, for watching and always coming through. We appreciate you.
Thanks everyone for watching. We really appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Tell a friend, come hang out with us again next week. We'll be back next Sunday with our next show. Until then, keep it cool, be safe, and God bless your soul and keep living.
Yeah,
Peace.
we wish you love, peace, and pop culture, people. Bye.
Kathy and Kitty here to say, pop culture fun in every way. Music, TV, movies,
Thank you for
so
geeking out
bright.
with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and
Join
Kenny
us for
Explain
a
Pop
blast
Culture.
tonight. Sister and brother rocking the flow, sharing all the things you need to know. Kathy and Kenny always in the mix. Pop culture fun fix to Kathy and Kenny.